Hey guys, welcome to the Money Zone. I'm your host, Folasade, the accountability accountant, guys. I haven't seen you guys in literally a month and maybe 2 weeks. I'm a little tired. Honestly, guys, the reason why I'm running late is because I really, truly was not going to come live. And something dawned on me. That's one business lesson that we can talk about today is consistency. I realize, and I know this because I've been in business for so many years, that when you are not consistent and continuously doing something, then guess what? You're going to have them days like me where you're not going to want to go live stream. You're going to have those days where you're not going to want to put in the work. So your biggest competition in business, guys, is you, number one, and your consistency. So look, I really didn't want to come today, but I am here. Look, and trying to pull it together, guys, to start off our new season. I think we are officially in season 13 of the Money Zone. So that means I've been literally doing this show. It's 2 seasons in a year, 6 years. It's been that long. Oh my gosh. I've been doing the Money Zone for over 6 years now. And I've been live streaming now. We're in 2024. Since 2014, I've been live streaming. So I've been live streaming for over 10 years now. And my radio show, the Money Zone, this is my 13th season, guys. Okay. So if you've been wondering what the hell I've been teaching everybody for a few years, head over to our YouTube channel, which is Folasade the Accountant, to check out a few of our past videos. I think you're going to maybe see 3 or 4 years of videos because I didn't have my YouTube channel when I first started off the radio show. But yeah, guys, I'm excited to be here with you guys. Okay. And on today's show, we have some interesting topics to talk about. First of all, we're going to talk about, are you guys unable to save? Are you unable to save? It's so much going on right now, guys. You're going to the grocery store and your grocery store bills are triple and double what we're accustomed to. We're not getting pay increases. Even as a business owner myself, I cannot just increase my prices without being able to justify a price increase to clients. So we're basically getting hit from both angles, from our pay to our spending. And so what happens is that it creates a pattern or a function of you guys and myself, everybody being unable to officially save, or you're able to save if you're doing really, really well, but you're not able to sock away as much money because things are just so unpredictable. So in today's show, we're going to talk about, are you unable to save? We're going to talk about what Warren Buffett said. Warren Buffett, guys, he's going ham. He's like, we doing too much. We partying, we spending too much. So we're going to see whether or not our ability to save aligns with what Warren Buffett say we're doing. And then the second part of tonight's show, we're going to deep dive into Earn Your Leisures. They recently posted a video talking about company retreat. So we're going to dive into the tax benefits, the tax ramifications, and the nuances between you guys being able to take company retreats and vacations and things that they boasted and talked about in that social media post. So if you guys are new to me, let me just introduce myself. I'm Folasade. Okay, I own Suncrest Financial Services, an accounting firm located in Largo, Maryland. I'm a second-generation accountant, a mom, a wife, business owner, everything. So look, I like to have fun, dance. I'm kind of like well-rounded. So guys, I'm excited. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take 1 minute break. Don't grill me because I'm already a little bit late, like 30 minutes late on POC time. Well, color people's time, CP time. And yeah, but don't judge me, guys. But at least I'm here, right? I'm here and I'm trying to get back consistent for doing a radio show. And we're going to deep dive, especially segment 2. Y'all going to be so surprised that one tax strategy involves 3 to 4 different IRS tax codes. And this is why it's important that you guys have your own accountant and stop listening to a lot of people that's roaming these social media streets because you don't know the nuances. So guys, it says a 2-minute break. It's 1 minute and 58 seconds. Guys, I'm going to take a 2-minute break. Share the video. Grab your libation. Grab your water, your beer, your wine, whatever you do. Roll up, whatever you do. Grab your libations and let's have a conversation, guys. So I'll be right back. Hey, loves. It's your girl, Folasade, the accountability accountant. And I want to say thank you so much for tuning in to tonight's episode of The Money Zone. If you know, I know, you should share that video up with your friends or your family because our goal is to build generational wealth. So do me one favor, share the video and subscribe Hey guys, welcome back to the Money Zone. I'm your host, Folasade, the accountability accountant. Guys, I'm not even gonna fake with y'all. Y'all would not even believe why I went to go. Well, get a little margarita so I can loosen up because I haven't done a show in literally a month and a half. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. When you don't live stream consistently, you still get a little jitteries and everything. So let me take a little sip, guys, and then we're gonna get started. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. So it has been a lot going on since I last did my show before tax season closed. Since tax season has ended, guys, prices has increased, murders have increased, companies closing, banks closing, thousands and thousands of individuals are losing jobs. So, and I pre-warned you guys, if you are new to my show, I tend to warn you guys of what's expected in the market. And this is exactly what I anticipated. So if you've been watching me for a few years or maybe like 8 months or at least a year, you've probably already started saving. You've probably already started cutting back. You've probably already started to develop your budget. And if you haven't so far, then one of the first things that I need you guys to actually do is to look at your income. Pull your pay stubs up. Look and see how much money you're taking home. Look at your business financial statements. See how much money you're having left over, which is your net income or your net loss. This is the time now, guys, where you're supposed to be so familiar with your finances like you are with your spouse, okay? So if you be all up in your spouse face, like, boo, come and hold me, boo, come and touch me, yeah, let me be around you. You need to be filling up on your business finances and your personal finances like that right now. So guys, I'm about to share my screen. If you guys want to see my screen, head over to our YouTube channel, which is Folasade TV. Instagram, I'm sorry, I did try to do like a multicast last time, but y'all know I'm a little ADHD. So when Instagram was lagging, it made me overthink, start stuttering and everything. And I don't need y'all to talk about me anymore. Y'all already be talking about my little wig, and then y'all already talk about me stuttering already. I don't need y'all to talk about me no more. Say, nah, I don't care what y'all say. Okay, so let's walk this thing out. So first of all, guys, we know that the landscape, it's so much happening right now. We're not in control. All we can do is control what we make and what we spend, okay? And Warren Buffett just said there are 13 mistakes, he says, poor people do with their money. So we're basically wasting money. And when I say we, I'm going to put me in that pot because Warren Buffett is so rich, I'm poor to him, okay? So Warren Buffett basically said, guys, the number one thing that we're doing is overspending through credit cards. Now, I don't have a lot of credit cards, so I don't overspend on credit cards, but I noticed that a lot of individuals that have credit cards, you guys are basically paying the minimum payment every month. Yes, it's been a while, Stacey. I'm back, girl. I'm back. I had to take a little break. So yeah, so a lot of you guys or anyone that have credit card payments or have credit cards, you guys are probably not making the full payment every month. You're probably not paying things off as you purchase things. And 9 times out of 10, based on the recent statistics, guys, you guys are having recurring balances every month. So meaning the $1,000 that you spent in April, when May hit, you couldn't pay that $1,000 back. You had to pay the minimum amount. And so, guys, that's the first notion to know whether or not you're overspending. If you purchase an item and you're unable to pay it in full the following month, more than likely you're overspending. Because did you actually have that $1,000 to spend if you didn't have that credit card? So this is the first thing that I need you guys to do. Let me grab my pen and I'm already hooked up over here. Let me grab my pen and my paper so we can take these notes together, guys. And I'll have my team probably compile it or something for you guys. So the number one thing, if you are spending and you cannot pay it off the next month, that's your first sign that you are overspending. The first thing I need you to do is evaluate what you're spending money on. If it's extracurriculums like parties, brunches, Gucci product, happy hours, then that's an easy cut. But if it's groceries, toiletries, right? We have an issue. We have an issue. If it's groceries and toiletries, if it's your main items, okay, we have an issue. That means we don't have and the issue is income, meaning we're not bringing in enough. So first, evaluate your spending. If you cannot pay your credit cards back within the next month, slow down on the spending. Now, if it's your necessities, I can't tell you slow down because we have to survive. Y'all know I'm a survivor. I grew up struggling. Y'all know my story if you know me. So I can't really necessarily tell you to not buy groceries because you have to buy groceries. But what I would say is depending on your income, you may be able to qualify for food stamps. This is not the season, guys, that you become ashamed. If you are not making enough money, go to your neighboring social services and apply for food stamps. If your income qualifies, then if they give you $100 a month, that's better than nothing. That's $100 less that you put on that credit card. That's $100 less that you have to figure out. And guys, if you don't know my story, I used to be on food stamps too. Okay. Prior to me starting my company, I was on food stamps. I was on WIC when I first had Bren. Bren is 12 now. So when I first started the company, I was on WIC. I was not ashamed. I ended up walking right to the WIC office. They say, "Oh, girl, you be looking all cute." Yep, I'm a college student. Yep, I'm still in school. It was okay. So this is the time, guys. We got to start showing face, meaning being comfortable where you are, okay? So number one, evaluate your spending. If it's necessities, we need to find alternatives. If it's groceries, go to your neighboring social services. Try to get food stamps. Try to get WIC. Try to get some type of assistance, okay? If it's luxuries, I challenge you guys, since we're in a unpredictable, shady climate right now, I wouldn't even advise you guys to be overspending with activities either. Is there a way for you to cut out? So like, for example, me and my cousin's supposed to be going to this little spa thing. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go on Groupon and I'm buying the Groupon first. And then me and her going to save about $75 a piece per person. But I can afford it to pay full price. But I'm not paying full price when the company has a Groupon. They wouldn't have a Groupon if they wouldn't want us to use it and save money. Okay, so don't be ashamed. So if you're overspending, find alternatives. If you ashamed to get food stamps, then I don't know. But let's go to the next one. Warren Buffett said we overspending. Let me go to the screen. Give me 1 second. Okay, I got to get used to this again, y'all. Okay. So the second thing Warren Buffett say we overspend, and let me add on to this. Another reason why you overspend on the credit cards is not only what you're spending, but if you don't pay it back, you are accumulating more interest. So you're paying back more. So if you ended up getting a credit card when it was 0% interest rates, you were supposed to pay it down and pay it off before the interest rates kick in. So another reason why it seems like your credit cards may not be going down is because you're paying the minimum amount and the interest is constantly accumulating. Okay. The second thing that Warren Buffett say, look, guys, he being shady, y'all. He said frequently visiting bars and pubs. How many of you guys have actually been running the streets? The weather is nice. We're in summer. We're almost summer. And guess what? Guess what? The temptation is there. Everybody's hitting you up, bro, sis. Hey, what you want to do? Look, me and my girlfriend, we're in a group chat now. Like, hey, let's do this, let's do that, let's do that. Right? If you are overspending, if you are financially challenged right now, you may have to decline. Okay, you may have to decline some of those invites, some of those happy hours, some of those club happenings. Okay. And it's okay. We all have our season, y'all, where we have to definitely cut back. We all have our season. And so Warren Buffett said we're partying too much. We're visiting the bars too much. We're having too much drinks. We're having too much enjoyment. And he says it clearly here. Where's the word enjoyment? I just saw it right here. Okay. Too much enjoyment, guys. And here's the thing. What are we celebrating? What are we celebrating? I remember when we used to party and have fun and do things, we were in a celebratory mode. We were celebrating somebody's birthday, somebody's achievement, somebody's graduation, somebody's new baby, somebody's new marriage, some type of new accomplishment that was hit. But now we're in a season of every weekend we have to party. What are we escaping from? Or what are we missing? Are you just partying because you're home alone and you don't want to be in the house? Like, what's really happening? And I'm going to be honest with you guys. As I've become more and more comfortable with finances, what I'm realizing, y'all, is that it is directly connected to your trauma. Your money issues is directly connected to your trauma, to your past, to your mistakes, to your challenges, to your weaknesses. It is. When you're trying to hit certain money goals, it stretches you. It makes you do uncomfortable things. And so for you guys to be able to save during this climax, you may have to decline some invites. You may have to clip a Groupon. Okay? And even if you have hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars in the bank, that does not mean you don't have to save. So if something costs you $100, but you can go and pay 50, I advise you to flip the Groupon, pay the 50, and then put the other 50 into your investment account, or put the other 50 into your stock portfolio account, or into your Roth, or to your IRA, or whatever the case may be. We don't have to pay full price, guys, if they're giving us coupons. But a lot of you are not comfortable in your own skin, and you're afraid to whip out that Groupon. Tell them, Folasade accountants, say, don't be ashamed. Do not be ashamed. So Warren Buffett said we need to slow down, y'all. Do y'all agree with him? Are we frank within bars too much? Are we overspending on credit cards? Okay, so the third thing Warren Buffett says that we are ignoring personal development. And I'm going to read this one, okay? It says, investing in oneself is arguably the most beneficial investment one can make. Yet many people often place higher value on acquiring material possessions rather than on personal growth. Neglecting self-development can lead to stagnation, affecting both personal and professional aspects of life. Whether it's learning a new skill, diving in self-help books, or attending workshops, dedicating time to personal development activities can profoundly increase your abilities and broaden your outlook. It's crucial to make self-investment a deliberate focus in your life rather than neglecting it to a secondary concern. And I totally agree. That's just like us becoming financially literate in the Black and Brown community. We have to be proactive in gaining and acquiring the knowledge that we want to possess. So let me give you guys an example. And this might be something funny, right? Or different, but I've always been the type of person that was never artsy. Like I couldn't put together cute little boxes and trinkets and all of that stuff. My sister was that one. She was very creative. And so when she passed away last year, I had a feeling God was going to bless me with her skill. So guess what? Since she passed last year, I've been able to do those little things, but I didn't just do it on the whim. I started watching little YouTube videos to start learning. And so why am I telling you guys this? From learning how to become financially literate to investing, to growing a business, to sewing, to doing wigs and hair, being able to do your own pedicures, whatever it is, whatever additional knowledge, personal development that you guys acquire, you will eventually benefit from it. So prime example, I know how to do my own nails, my own feet, my own everything. I don't go to the nail salon to do that. And because they used to give me funguses on my nails. And guess what? So just imagine I keep getting a fungus and I don't take the time to learn how to do my own pedicures. That's stupid. That's ignorant. No, I need to go learn so my feet can still be like real, real cute, right? But I won't be having no funguses. And guess what? I've been doing my feet and it looked just like the nail salon. But why am I saying this? Is because a lot of you know you're supposed to acquire certain skills to better enhance your lifestyle, your family, your business, but you refuse to do it. And Warren Buffett is saying, you guys would rather invest into material possessions like this little Gucci belt that I got here, rather invest into material possessions than actually investing into a course. Prime example, I'm releasing My live course, tax write-offs for content creators, influencers, and business owners, right? Y'all, all y'all, millions of y'all that invested into courses, talk about tax write-offs by fake coaches, by people that don't own, that have never ran an accounting firm, people that have never been in an audit, people that don't have no experience in my industry, and y'all buying up their programs, right? But you're learning from the non-expert. Whereas though I'm the expert, well, I just released my course. Y'all are investing into my course, but guess what y'all doing? You're procrastinating. But if I was to be a coach stunting, showing you guys my lifestyle, doing this, doing that, then y'all probably would jump on it because you're focused on what? The material possessions. And I've mentioned this to you guys. I will never flaunt my material possessions for you guys to buy from me. But if you ask my crew, my friends, they know how I'm living. You understand? I don't need to put it on Instagram. But you guys are investing into people that have never represented a client in an audit, have never dealt with an audit, but you're trying to learn tax write-offs from them when you're supposed to be investing in individuals like myself. But I digress. So Warren Buffett said, y'all, stop investing in material possessions, guys, and invest in personal development. And my tax write-off course will allow you guys to be able to maximize your taxes. We'll be able to take every deduction the legal way. You will not have to listen to all these fake gurus tell you that you can write off this, you can write off this. You're going to know every strategy, right? But I'm not going to sell the course here. But just an example, you will have the personal knowledge for you to be able to maximize your taxes. Because let's be honest, a lot of your accountants don't really know, or they're really shady. There haven't really been a middle ground. Okay. So the fourth thing Warren Buffett say, guys, is that you guys are chasing the latest gadgets. He's saying y'all getting too many, y'all upgrading y'all phones too much. He's saying that y'all investing in too much technology. And he's probably talking about them Teslas and them cyber trucks. While even Warren Buffett saying slow down. Yes, he is. He said slow down. He said you guys are investing into everything. So I'm going to read this one so you guys can get an understanding of these latest gadgets, okay? It says, opting to keep a functional phone for the next 4 to 5 years rather than replacing it prematurely is a sound financial decision. Giving in to the temptation to always have the latest technology can become a costly habit in light of swift technological progress. Rather than chasing the newest models, it's more prudent to invest in high quality, durable products that will serve your needs well over time. Resist the urge to measure your worth by the latest gadgets others possess, focusing instead on what genuinely meets your specific needs. Then this kind of leads to what? Keeping up with the Joneses. Uh-oh. It says your browser has lost connection to your screen share audio. I didn't have any audio to share your screen again. Oh, guys, hold on. Technical difficulties. But I don't have any audio on my screen share. Okay, so Warren Buffett is saying basically y'all don't have to get the new iPhone 17, the new iPhone 16. You guys don't have to get the new MacBook Pro that just came out. You guys don't have to get the new AirPods. You guys don't have to get that new Samsung. You guys don't have to get that new robot that can take photos. You don't have to get that new gimbal that they got up there. You guys don't have to get any of that. He's actually saying that you guys should wait a little bit, let it hit the market because there's going to be some changes happening. And then once you invest, you may be able to get the best version with the best quality. Because remember, guys, any first batch of most products is never the good one. That's the test batch, the beta batch. So when you're buying them phones right away, that's why when we get the new iPhones early, they have so many updates because we were the testers. Okay. Oh, guys, I forgot his comments and stuff. I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta bear with me, y'all. I'll be back. Your girl be back. I gotta get used to this. Yes, I'll put the link here. Give me 1 second. So yeah, guys, Warren Buffett say we need to slow down a little bit. We're doing too much. And think about how much money he have. Okay, if he have that much money and he's telling us to slow down, right? Then what does that mean? We need to slow down. But honestly, let your pockets tell you. If you're feeling tight, slow down. You don't have nothing to prove to nobody. Actually, guys, we're literally in survival mode right now. Nobody should ever talk to you dirty or say you're broke or you can't keep up or talk down on you in this landscape that we're in. If anyone challenges you to overspend, they're not your friends and they don't care about you. Because right now in this landscape, as a business owner that knows economics, we are not in the space where you guys should be spending frivolously. Actually, we need to be evaluating our spending and start cutting back. And especially since we don't know what is going on with this election, y'all. Okay? So let me go back and share my screen. We don't know what's going on with the election. Okay. So he said, don't get the latest gadget, y'all. All right. So Warren Buffett also says neglecting to invest in knowledge and abilities. That's kind of the same thing as personal development as far as I'm concerned. But he's probably talking about now specific knowledge. Like if you don't know anything about how to read your company's financial statements, you may need to learn how to read your company's financial statements. If you don't know how to read pie graphs and charts and data, statistical data, but you need to know how to read statistical data to be able to enhance your knowledge and expertise, then you need to get that knowledge and ability. So let's read what he's saying. He said, invest in both time and financial resources into learning new skills is essential. The kind of investment can markedly improve your career opportunities, boost your earning capacity, and even equip you to entrepreneurial endeavors. He's right, guys. Like I wouldn't even be as comfortable as I am to stand 10 toes down against a lot of these accountants that's online. If I didn't know, I read. I know my stuff. I read the tax laws. I read the tax court cases. I read the pubs. I read the regulations. I read the IRS manuals. I read the IRS bulletins. I read it all. And so I know I can stand 10 toes down against any other accountant, okay? Because I know I'm knowledgeable and I read. Okay. And you guys have to start doing it. You're supposed to be an expert in your industries, guys. Experts. You're supposed to know the top and bottom ins and out of your product and services. You guys probably know how your, and I'm being funny, how your baby father or your baby mother's feet smell better than how you know about what's going on with your business. Let's really be honest. Y'all know too much of your next door neighbor's business, but you don't know what's going on in your business. Warren Buffett said this is a time you have to know and acquire knowledge so you can apply it to your day-to-day life and into your businesses, guys. But a lot of you guys are stagnant in your business because you're not acquiring new knowledge. It's never a day, y'all, that I'm not reading. Never a day. Never a day I'm not reading. And I tell my kids that. Every day you're supposed to learn something new. My mother used to tell me that every day. So if you guys are not learning something new, I'm not talking about what the celebrities are doing. I'm talking about something that's going to enhance you both professionally, personally, and intellectually. Okay. So guys, if you're just coming in, we are going over the 13 things that Warren Buffett said the poor people need to start doing, and that is hindering us from being able to save money, okay? He said we got to get our stuff together, y'all. We playing too many games right now. Oh my goodness, what happened? He said we playing too many games right now, and so we are on number 7. He says smoking, cigarettes, and cigars. Smoking, be it cigarettes or cigars, poses serious risk to both your health and your financial situation. So we're going to broaden this and say addictions. So it can be drinking, it can be vaping, it can be snorting, it can be lean. Whatever your addiction is, we're going to put that here. So it's not just smoking cigarettes and cigars. It's going to be your addictions. It could be weed, whatever your addictions are, whatever your vices are. He's saying that our vices is what's causing us to still be poor. And let's really be honest, though, when you really start to look at the patterns of very successful men and women, they really don't have any type of vices. Or they might be snorting or something, or overly work out, or overly do the business. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I don't believe in just overly doing one thing. So I like balance, okay? So don't be just like a business person, just work, 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 work. But Warren Buffett said, don't have too many vices because guess what? It's going to end up making you broke. And that's true, guys, especially if you don't have them under control. All right, number 8, and I'm trying to move fast, y'all, because I was already running late so we can get into this earn your leisure thing that they talking about. Warren Buffett say overspending on clothes, guys. So we already talked about overspending in general, but we're going to kind of talk about overspending in terms of clothes. How many of you have a closet full of clothes and you haven't worn any of them? But you constantly go, oh, what happened? You guys cannot see me at all? Oh no, y'all, we're really having technical difficulties. They do not want me to be great today. Hold on, y'all. Let me just take a quick little break. What is going on? Connection is fairly good. If you're on Wi-Fi, try plugging it in the router. Nope, what they don't want me to do is spread the word. They heard me say some type of keyword or something. I don't know. But can you guys hear me on YouTube or Facebook or wherever you guys are? Instagram, I'm good. Yeah, Instagram, I'm good. But Facebook and stuff, I don't know what's happening. Okay, this is where... Okay, so I'm going to just try to continue on. And then I'm going to try to speed up a little bit. Where was I? Okay, so overspending on clothes, guys. And look, let me tell y'all one thing. I used to be a heavy thrifter, but I was a heavy thrifter by choice. Like I've always liked it, like unique blazers and unique skirts. And I've always been a type that always wanted to look different than everybody. So I always was a heavy thrifter growing up. And so now I don't thrift as much as I used to. However, I don't overspend on my clothes either. I used to be a shopaholic. When I first started making coins, y'all, when I tell you I was a shopaholic, and I literally had to cut back on shopping. And guys, it's like you're fighting an addiction. So if you are overspending on clothes, we have to figure out why. Are we overspending on clothes because we need this, because our neighbors got this new item? Or did we see it on TikTok Shop? Did we see it on Instagram? Did you see your favorite influencer? Did you see your cousin with it? Did you see your girlfriend with it? What influenced you to want to buy that said item? Whatever it is, right? You have to go to the root of it and start nipping the root in the bud. If the root was TikTok Shop, get off TikTok a little bit. I know that's addictive, but you may have to block the ads, or unfollow your favorite influencer if she's encouraging you to spend. Sometimes, guys, we have to take control, the bull by its horn, and take control and start unfollowing accounts, start removing ourselves from platforms just so we can take back our lives. A lot of times, no, I don't know what's going on. A lot of times we don't realize that we have stopped living our lives and start positioning our lives like other people. Oh, I wanted to do this, but you do something else because you saw somebody else do it. Okay, so Warren Buffett said, "Don't be overspending on no clothes, guys, and don't fall prey to all that Shein. Like I like Shein, I like Fashion Nova, I like those sites, guys, because it's affordable and you have the trendy, cute items. But we are literally destroying our the world through that fast fashion. And so just be mindful that if the material is cheap, it's not going to last. Okay, that's why you want to invest into quality things. Warren Buffett said, opting for the latest vehicles. We get the latest vehicles too much, and we, paying too much for them with the car notes. And because they're depreciable assets, it's not beneficial to you and all of that stuff. And I agree. But I'm a balanced type of accountant. If you know you can't afford it, don't get it. But if you can afford it and you have that car note 3 to 4 times, 4 to 5 times fold, then you have fun. But if you guys know you cannot afford that car note, don't get the latest vehicle, and don't get the latest vehicle because somebody else have it. You are unique in your own self. You set the trends. You set the rules of your life. Don't allow Instagram or the latest influencer or the latest friend, foe, or whatever the case may be, encourage you to build up debt, okay? Because you're going to end up having probably buyer's remorse maybe 2 months down the line. Or if you and your friend have that falling out, you may have buyer's remorse because you know you bought that item to keep up with her or to show it off for her. Now she's not going to see it. Now y'all not friends anymore. So guess what? That money down the drain. So you never buy nothing to impress people. Okay? Never. And then Warren Buffett say memberships. You guys are investing in too many membership, gym membership, clubs, streaming services. He said they are all unnecessary financial burden. The issue is this. We also have to be mindful that how old is he, right? Oh, thank you. Okay, perfect. So it must just be Facebook. We have to be mindful that he is a bit aged. So his concept of life and our concept of life being millennials and down is different, okay? So yes, we shouldn't have too many memberships, especially if we're not using them. So you may want to get a software called like Rocket Money or something so it can evaluate your subscriptions to make sure that you're utilizing them. But you also want to make sure that you're not investing in memberships that are hindering your life. So like, for example, what was one of the memberships? It was the shoes. Was it Fab Shoes? You get a $30 membership every month. You get a shoe. Those shoes were not that quality. So most of the people that I knew that had that subscription, girl, they never even wore the shoes. So yeah, those type of useless memberships. Or let's say, for example, you end up having Hulu. And this is one of the things I didn't done, y'all. I didn't even know I've been still paying for Hulu for the past 2 months. I saw it pop up. I'm like, Hulu, I've been canceled that. Come to find out, I didn't cancel it. And come to find out, I don't even need it. So I need to cancel my Hulu. So you guys just have to go through your bank statements or download or invest into a software called Rocket Money, or from your business side, do your bookkeeping so you can see where your money is going. And if it's going on memberships that are not benefiting you, that you're not utilizing, go ahead on and slash it, okay? Especially clothes memberships and those scent memberships, perfume memberships. Do you have to get a perfume every month? Do you have to get, you know what I mean? Like we have to kind of be realistic with things. And then we have to also see what the impact of what we're doing affects the world. Remember, every time we buy something, somebody else made it, guys. Remember that. Every time we buy something, somebody else made it. And what did they do to be able to create those cheap products? Okay. Wasting money on items others wouldn't buy. Okay. Let me just skip that. And relying too much on external sources of income. This is a good one. Having various sources of income is a prudent approach to financial management. Yet there's a risk in depending too much on external income streams. These additional sources can be volatile, and there's always the possibility that they could dry up. So like, let's say, for example, you were part of the MLM. Let's say TLC, for example, and you were making $5,000 per month from TLC. Now, because you're making $5,000 per month on TLC, you didn't increase your household expenses. So now, instead of the TLC income being additional, disposable, investing income, right? Now you're reliant on that income. And that's what you should never do. You should never rely on external sources of income, things that can be here today and overnight. And so here's where it gets tricky, is that even your job can be overnight. Like you can wake up today and then tomorrow don't have a job. Or you can wake up today and then the stock market, wake up today and tomorrow the stock market and crash. So like, it's just so much uncertainty with this. But one thing I would say is never increase your household expenses of unguaranteed financial sources. So if it's a side gig, don't increase your household expenses yet. If it's a little side hustle or a little hobby that you're now making money from, don't increase your expenses with that. What you do with that money is you save and invest it and pay down debt, okay? And I'm going to stop here, guys, because I want to get into our next topic because he have 3 more. He says frequenting expensive lifestyle venues. He says enjoying high-end dining or nights out at exclusive clubs can indeed offer memorable experiences, but regularly indulging in such luxuries can heavily impact your budget. And he's right. But he said a major word, impact your budget. Do you guys even have a budget? I've been begging you guys for the past 3 years, do your budget. Do we have our budget? Because if we don't have a budget, then you are not able to see the impact. We have to have a budget. Remember, I walked you guys through this several times. Top line income, and it needs to be net income, not the gross. And then after that, you deduct out all of your expenses. And whatever is left over, if any, you're doing well. If it's none left over, we have a problem. If it's negative, we have a major problem. So guys, do your budget so you can see what the impact is on your spending. Let me see now. Okay, no, my camera didn't start again. Okay, guys. So I'm going to stop this video and start a new stream because I'm having major technical difficulties. My screen is black here, and I want to make it easier for my team to be able to break this out. So if you guys are just tuning in, we're about to close out segment 1 of the Money Zone, where I talked about different areas that we're overspending in. And Warren Buffett said this is poor people's habits. But I'm thinking that these are the reasons why we are unable to save. We're unable to save because we're using credit cards. We're unable to save because we're not doing a budget. We're unable to save because we're buying things that we shouldn't be buying, extra clothes, partying too much, having too many memberships and other contractual obligations. And so, guys, we're in a tight situation economically as a country, not just as an individual. And this is where it gets intimidating for me, is that if the stock market crash, housing market crash, which it all can because these banks are crashing, what happens? What's next? We've only dealt with one crash at a time. When the housing market crashed, when Obama was in office, that's what we dealt with, the real estate crash. But we didn't deal with stock market and real estate simultaneously. What are we going to do when everything crashes? And at the rate that we're going, it can definitely happen. But the way that you guys are protected is as long as you're doing your budget, you're doing your work, you're spending what you can afford, you're stashing what you can, and you're making things happen, you guys will be fine. But if you're overspending, acting like there's no tomorrow, then you may have some major issues, okay? So definitely check out the full segment 1. Take down all your tips and start implementing. Guys, we are in execution season. I refuse to come up here for another 4 years and you guys see me aging gracefully, right? And no one executes and do the daggone thing. I want you guys to say, Folasade, I did my budget, girl. I know I got $2,000 saved. I'm gonna put $500 in the bank. I'm gonna put $500 on the stock market, a $500 in my Roth, and I'm gonna do this. I want you guys to make me proud. Please don't let me grow gray hair in front of you guys and you do not achieve your financial goals. Okay, so guys, I'm going to stop this video and I'm going to come back and we're going to talk about the EYL video about company retreats. We're going to dive into the tax codes and things like that that's involved. So give me a few minutes, guys. I'm going to take a quick break, but I'm going to shut down the whole stream because the screen is black here, y'all. Okay, and I just need everything functioning properly so I won't like rattle myself and stutter and yeah. So all right, so guys, I'm gonna take about 5-minute break. I'll be right back. Okay, all right, bye-bye y'all, right back.